Hello there, my name is Mia, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And you know what, guys? I'm not afraid to admit it. I love TikTok. TikTok is the most used app on my phone, I feel like, by far. I go on there every single day and waste my life away, essentially. Being on things like Book Talk or YouTube sometimes can be really toxic because it's crazy to hear how much people read or just how productive some people are with their reading. And last week, when I was doom scrolling on my phone on TikTok endlessly, I got an idea for this video. So this week, I'm going to be deleting TikTok off my phone, and I'm going to be replacing all of the time that I spent on TikTok last week with reading. I don't know if this experiment is going to make me feel better and feel more productive by showing me how much I can get done without spending too much time on TikTok, or just make me feel like an even bigger piece of. So basically, I went into the settings on my phone, I went into screen time, and I looked every single day at how much time I spent on TikTok, and that's how much I'm going to be reading this week. But I started yesterday. We're doing Sunday through Saturday, full calendar week, baby. Sunday, we're going to be reading for an hour and 44 minutes. Monday is 2 hours and 24 minutes. Tuesday, 2 hours and 1 minute. Wednesday, an hour and 42. Thursday, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Friday, an hour 21. And Saturday, 1 hour. So I'm going to be tracking my reading. I use the app called Storygraph, which I really like. My profile is down below if you want to go follow me and see. Storygraph tracks all of your reading, including it will give you, if you tell how many pages you've been reading a day, it will give you a percentage of how much you are through your book. I'm starting out this week by reading Girl in Pieces by Catherine Glasgow. I got this book from my friend Abby as a recommendation, and I hadn't heard of it before she gave it to me, but last time I was in Barnes & Noble, I saw that it was on the Book Talk table, so I'm gonna assume that this is actually much more popular than I realized. I started it literally yesterday as a part of the experiment. Yesterday was the first day that I started reading this, and after an hour and 44 minutes, I read 117 pages, and I'm 29% of the way through it. So far, my first impressions going into this book, kind of being more towards the beginning as of right now, is I'm really enjoying it. I'm very, very intrigued. I also feel like the author is very intentionally only slowly giving you bits of information, so it kind of draws you in more as the reader because you become more curious the more you learn. Yesterday was Sunday, so it was the weekend. I felt like it was pretty easy to read for an hour and 44 minutes. I was kind of struggling more towards the evening time, so I think, morning and afternoons are sometimes the best way to get a chunk of the reading out of the way. So far, my strategy as of right now is to kind of just slowly chip away at the reading time. I keep my timer going throughout the day and I just pause it whenever I'm taking a break. Today is Monday, so today is the big chunk of our reading. It's 2 hours and 24 minutes. What I was doing on TikTok last week for 2 hours and 24 minutes, I truly do not know. I read for an hour already this morning, so I have an hour and 20 minutes left of my reading time. I'm going to keep chipping at it away a little bit here now, and then probably a little bit more towards the evening. My hypotheses for the week is I definitely think that I'm going to finish this. I definitely think I'm going to get almost all the way through it, probably today with the amount of reading time I have. But I definitely think I'm going to finish it this week. I'm probably going to have to go get a new book midweek, Tuesday or Wednesday. I think I will definitely at least get partially through a second book, if not finish 2 books. Maybe I'm underestimating the amount of time that I'm going to be spending reading this week. I don't see myself finishing 3 books, but I definitely see myself at least finishing 1 and starting another, if not finishing 2. So it'll be interesting to see just how much I can read this week. Let's be little bookworms this week. We're all just gonna be little tiny bookworms. I hope you're ready. It is towards the end of the day now. It's almost 5 o'clock and I am about to finish the back half of my reading. I have about 45 minutes left to read, but I just wanted to show my quick reading setup a little bit so you guys can see. This is my little corner of reading. I have all my stuffed animals for comfort and I have a little reading lamp. Gotta keep your water on you at all times. And then I usually just put on some nice little like lo-fi type music, and I got a candle going. And I had my window open, but then they started mowing. So not a part of the vibes. But yeah, she's my helper with all my reading, and we usually sit down and read together, and we're going to finish up the last of this reading today, which has been quite a bit. So I'll update y'all with progress in a second. All right, y'all, I finished up for today. I'm here for a little news report for you guys. That's my news report sound. Today was our longest day. Like I said earlier, I read for 2 hours and 24 minutes today, and I read a total of 139 pages, and I am 64% of the way through my book. So I'm over halfway done. We're on the last part of it. It's going crazy right now. I don't really know where this is gonna go. Charlie kind of needs to get it together, so I guess we're gonna see. But yeah, it was a long time reading today, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't terrible. It's more of just like, I don't know, I guess it's just a matter of making time, which I guess is always the thing for reading, but I think since I like strategized it pretty well, I broke it up into like 3 chunks essentially. It wasn't too bad. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I guess we'll see if we finish the book. Hello there, and happy Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday, April 25th. It's currently 11:15. We're on, I guess, day 3 of the challenge, and today I'm going to read 2 hours and 1 minute. I'm a little nervous because I'm not like super busy today, but I do have some stuff going on. I'm about to leave in a little bit to meet my friend for coffee. And then every Tuesday for the past couple of weeks, I have been volunteering. I volunteer at a program up at the Capitol called Texas Talking Book Program. Basically what we do is we record audiobooks, magazines, children books, novels, whatever, for disabled people to have access to. So for blind people. Monitor, I'm a monitor. It's my official title. I just essentially help record with a narrator. I found this through volunteer.org, volunteermatch.org, and I thought it'd be a good way to get out of the house once a week, interact with human beings like you're supposed to. And yeah, I really enjoy it, but that's what I have going on today. So the reading's stressing me out just a tiny bit. I've already read a little bit this morning. I'm going to read a little bit more before I go. I'm just going to take my book with me and try and read throughout the day, but I might have to do the majority of it at night, if we're being honest. So I almost have less than 100 pages left, so I think I'm gonna finish it today, and I'll give you guys an update in my review. Wish me luck! I hope this looks okay. I hope the lighting's not weird. Hi guys. Happy end of the day Tuesday, and welcome to my boyfriend's apartment. Wanted to give an update. I read for 2 hours and 1 minute today. I read 122 pages, and I am 95% of the way through Girl in Pieces. Y'all, this book is traumatizing. I really need to read something very happy after this. I don't know what I'm gonna read, but it's gonna be full of unicorns and daisies, because this is heavy stuff, man. I only have a few pages left. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, and I'm gonna go book shopping so I can start a new book for Wednesday. I'm gonna read 1 hour and 42 minutes tomorrow, so much less than the past 2 days. Today was hard to get it done a little bit, but only just because I was kind of running around. I was in the car a lot doing a bunch of different stuff, so not really long reading time in the general span of things, but 3 days down, 4 to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, and happy Wednesday, people. Another day, more reading. Let's get into it. I literally have 20 pages of this book left. I'm about to sit down right now. It's currently 9:20. I'm gonna sit down and finish it right now. I'm going to read for an hour and 42 minutes today. I don't have a super busy day today. I have a job interview for a job that I really, really want. So I'm definitely a little anxious, but I'm looking forward to that. And other than that, it's a pretty chill day today. I'm going to see my friend Claudia later this evening for some yoga and dinner. I got my lights on. I got music going. I got my coffee drink, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna relax for the first part of my morning, take a couple minutes for myself, and finish the book. So I'll be back with my review. First of all, holy, this book is crazy. I just finished Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. Pretty sure I said it wrong earlier in the week. It's a story about a girl named Charlotte Davis who has been through a lot of trauma in her life despite how young she is, and it's her trying to heal, trying to move on, and trying to be healthy. I know I'm not saying very much, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost hard to just like really dive into what this is about. In case you've never heard of this book, super huge trigger warning for self-harm, abuse, addiction. It's a very heavy subject matter. So definitely if you're gonna read it, know that going into it. I feel like it's best for me that I just kind of read this in 4 days and I didn't string it out and didn't read it for a week or 2 weeks, because it's skip down to whatever point I'm going to put in here. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I do want to talk about the book for the most part. Overall, I really liked it. I do really like the way that Glasgow writes. You do feel very close to the main character. You're very much so inside of Charlotte's head. I love the way that she describes feelings. I think she describes feelings so vividly. She uses a lot of imagery and really paints a picture in your head so you feel very close with this person. You know, those are obviously very hard topics, but she gives you a very intimate look at it. I think it does justice for a lot of people who have felt this way or do feel this way. I feel like it was kind of healing my inner child for me to read this book, because the main character, Charlotte, ends up falling in love with a guy who is not a very good person. He's not in a good place in his life, and you know, they have this really great chemistry, but he's not a good guy. And it just reminded me of being like 12 and reading After. Shout out to all my directioners out there, you know who you are. Except whenever you read After, she tried to make you feel like those two people were good for each other and that was a normal, adult, healthy relationship. I like this because it's this really toxic relationship, and I think the author does a really good job of you understand why the main character is drawn to him and drawn to the relationship and what she wants, but I don't think the author necessarily romanticizes it. There's kind of a reconciliation, but it's not this whole like forgiven for his sins. It's not this whole, they don't end up together, they don't fall in love, they don't have children. It's not like she's like, oh, everything you did was fine. It's definitely more of a realistic ending in the way that she kind of reconciles with some people, and I really do appreciate that quite a bit. Most of the loose ends were tied up in this novel. I will say the one thing that I didn't really get out of this that I kind of wish the author had included was that she doesn't reconcile with her mom. Maybe she just emailed her mom and was like, I'm okay. And her mom would be like, you know, I'm really happy to hear that. You know, just kind of like a little something, because you kind of get that insight between Charlotte and Linus whenever they talk about her mom. But overall, on my story graph, I gave it a 3.75. I don't know if I'd read it again, but I don't regret reading it, and it is very interesting, and I enjoyed being on this journey with this character, and I enjoyed her style of writing, especially in terms of feelings and mental illness. So I finished it. I only had 20 pages left, and I now have an hour and 26 minutes left. I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna vlog that later today. I still have a gift card from Christmas. So I'm going to use that to get another book. I literally last night went into Google and was just like happy books. That's the kind of research I'm conducting, folks. I guess I'll see you at the bookstore, okay? Hi y'all! Just got done with my job interview, but currently at Barnes & Noble. I'm in a different part of town than I normally am. This is not my normal Barnes & Noble because I was at a job interview, but I'm meeting my boyfriend at his work to get some lunch with him, so we're about to speed run this Barnes & Noble trip to get me a book, so let's go! This is the greatest Barnes & Noble I've probably ever been in. I'm not joking. I am back home, back in my regular space and wearing normal clothes. The book that I end up selecting for my next read is The Thursday Murder Club, written by Richard Osman. And I was actually between this and this book called Project Hail Mary by Andy Weiner, the guy who wrote The Martian. I was between those two, and in my head I was like, yeah, I kind of want to read Project Hail Mary. I've heard about this, and maybe a sci-fi would be really cool. And then I opened a page and I started reading it, and I had all these science-y things, and then I put it back down. Maybe another time, but I'm excited to read this. It is about 4 friends who are retired. They live in a retirement home and they're essentially solving murders together. And I thought that sounded really cute. It seems like a fun little whodunit, which I think will be a nice little shift in genre. So I'm about to start reading it. I have about an hour and a half, a little less than an hour and a half to read today. Guys, I have some sad news. I'm not going to read my reading goal today. I have just been running around for so much of the day. I spent a lot of the day in the car. I don't know, and just being totally honest, felt kind of anxious today. Just kind of more tired than normal. I'm about to go do yoga with a friend. I read for a little bit while I was home, but I'm not going to get through the goal today. So what I did get through today, however, was I spent 54 minutes reading. So I read a total of 55 pages, and I am now 9% of the way in to the Thursday Murder Club. First impressions, I'm already really enjoying it. It's already very cute and quirky, which is very much my style. Tomorrow's goal for Thursday is 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm gonna try and relax a little bit more tomorrow, so I should be able to hit that goal and we can be back on track. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Hello, beautiful babies, and happy Thursday. I just got back from another job interview that was all the way across town. I know we did not reach our goal yesterday. I am so sorry for that. Everyone, please give me grace. I feel very confident that I can reach my goal today because it's just been kind of a long week. I've been spending a lot of time in my car, kind of running around, so I really just want to take a moment to kind of relax. And I definitely just want to sit in my bed. I already got my book and my blanket and the windows open. The weather is beautiful, and so I'm just gonna read throughout the day. That's kind of my plan. I just want to relax. Reading's one of my favorite things to do. So our goal is 2 hours and 7 minutes today. We're definitely gonna hit it, guaranteed, guys. Promise. Hello, people. We are in the great outdoors. It's a really beautiful day today, so I decided that I would take my reading outside. Rocket's chewing on a stick. Rocket, stop chewing on sticks. I have no idea how this angle is gonna look. I don't know if I'm gonna look like I have a massive double chin. But we did it, guys. I completed my reading goal for today. I read for 2 hours and 7 minutes, so we're back on track. I read 121 pages, and I am 41% of the way through the Thursday Murder Club. I don't know why, but I read less than I did on Tuesday when I read 2 hours and 1 minute. Don't know really what that's about, but okay. I'm really enjoying the book so far. It's so cute and funny, and it's full of such great dialogue and these quirky characters, and it's an interesting story. It's a really nice and easy read. I kind of had to get used to the shifting point of views at first because the main text is written in like third person, like omnipotence. I don't know. I'm not in school anymore, but I kind of had to get used to reading that at first because I don't read a ton of books with that point of view. So I finished my reading, and now I think I'm just gonna lay around for a bit. So happy Thursday, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for Friday. Hello and happy Friday, everyone. It's a very beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. Super windy, but a gorgeous day. I just finished up my reading for this Friday. I did a little bit this morning and then a little bit this afternoon. Today I read for an hour and 21 minutes. I read 84 pages, and I am 64% of the way through the Thursday Murder Club. Honestly, I was kind of shocked at how little I read, just because most of the days I've been reading so much that whenever I did the math, and I was like 84 pages, but it makes sense because I only read for an hour and 21 minutes. I'm really, really, really enjoying the book so far. It's so good. I'm only supposed to read for an hour. Tomorrow's the last day, guys, the last day of our week. I don't think I'll finish the book within the challenge because I don't think I have a little over 100 pages left, like 110 pages or so, and I don't think I'll read that much in an hour, but I do feel like Saturday or Sunday I am going to finish the book just because I like it so much. Hello there. We are back in our usual spot to discuss our findings and close out this video. I finished up the final day of this challenge on Sunday. Today is Monday, it's May 1st, because my Saturday was very crazy. I'm so sorry there's no footage. On Sunday, I read for an hour. I read 60 pages, and I'm 80% of the way through the Thursday Murder Club. Sunday morning, I got a notification that my overall screen time was down from last week by 38% for an average of 3 hours and 57 minutes every day. What are my takeaways from doing this? Well, my hypothesis was right. I read almost 2 full books, not quite, but almost. And I'm definitely not here to say that I'm giving up TikTok. I'm not God's strongest soldier. I still need it, okay? But I definitely got more out of reading. I think both are forms of escapism and relaxing, but I think TikTok can only give you that feeling for so long. And oftentimes, the more time I spend on TikTok, the more I just end up feeling more empty when I get off TikTok. Whereas with reading, the more time that I spent reading, the more into the book I got. And also, I think I can read a lot more than I think I can as long as I'm just intentional with my reading time. You can always make time for the things that you really want to do. Who knew, guys, that spending your time intentionally could make you happier? It's so crazy, right, guys? I made such a crazy revelation in this video. I'm not quite done with the Thursday Murder Club because I am kind of trying to savor it and stretch it out as long as I can. I currently have like 25 pages left, but I really cannot suggest this book enough, you guys. The only real fault of this book is that there are a lot of names. There are kind of a lot of characters to keep track of, and it can be a little confusing at times. But the author does make it pretty clear for the most part. This book has the most lovable characters, a quirky sense of humor, and a very, very interesting plot that will keep you guessing throughout it. It will definitely hold your attention. On the front of the book, it says, "A little beacon of pleasure," and I could not agree with that more because I feel like this book brought me a lot of joy reading this week. And that does it for this video, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed this style of content. I know I haven't done it before. A little mix of a, lifestyle experiment, vlog, book reviews. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope y'all will comment down below and please give me all of your thoughts. Like and subscribe. All my socials are down below if you want to follow me on Storygraph, which I use to track my reading this week. Please be kind to yourself. I'm so happy that you are here on this earth. Love ya!